Alright, thank you very much for clicking on the video. This is Gulpain, back again just with a quick review of this PSP game, and this is Elminage Original, or Elminage Original. Elminage. I'm going to go with Elminage. So difficult to pronounce, original. And this is a PSP game that was released in 2012, so it's quite a late release for the PSP. And it was published by Starfish UFO Interactive, so never heard of those. So when I first saw this game, and it's actually a very expensive game at the moment to buy, and it's very, very, well, for me anyway, I found it difficult to find. It's never in the shop that I normally buy my PSP games from, CEX. It's never in there, and getting it on eBay is like a lottery as well. It could be like £500, it could be like £80, but it seems to be quite an expensive one. So it seems to be a rare game, because I imagine it didn't sell very well. It's such an old-fashioned game. It's not intuitive as well. It's very difficult to figure out. So you'd need like a while, or you'd need to be like a sort of an old-fashioned DOS RPG dungeon crawler first person aficionado to figure this out. I couldn't figure it out at all. So you pick characters, and then you can equip the different characters with different things, I think, as well. It's very kind of, I don't know, the menus are too complicated. They give you too much information at once. They don't sort of like wean you into stuff. I think you basically need a knowledge of these sort of games going into it, or you need some sort of guide or something. Maybe there's like a booklet with the game, and it kind of gives you like more insight into what's going on, because you're landed in this sort of town, and there's loads of different shops and stuff, and basically it's not clear what you're supposed to do at all. I imagine if it's like, you know, a dungeon crawler game, you're supposed to go to the dungeon, you know, get whatever treasures in the dungeon, bring it back, get some experience points, sell your wares to the local tavern, or the local merchant, and then, you know, go to another dungeon and then do the same thing, and then etc, etc, etc. And that's what I remember dungeon crawlers are. But this one, very, very not intuitive. Maybe I'm not giving it a chance, or I'm really slow to figure it out. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like, I mean, there's other games like this, this kind of style, although this one is you know, graphically very nice. And even when you get into the dungeon areas, there's a lot of customization for your avatar or your character as well, which I see this a lot in PSP games. Actually, the more PSP games I play, the more sort of they go down this route of you are the character in the game, where you kind of make it look like whatever you want to look like, as opposed to having a predetermined character. But I guess these games sort of cater for that anyway. These are sort of the precursor to like the modern, well, semi-modern last 20 years, kind of Western RPG. When they went away from the first person view and went towards the third person view, I think these games got a lot better. Kind of like Dragon Age or The Witcher, those sort of games. Those are like kind of like the updated version of these sort of games. These are really old fashioned. These ones where like Shiny in the Darkness is kind of, whenever I think of these games, because I'm not a big PC gamer, and I didn't have a PC when I was younger, so I didn't get to experience these sort of like computer PC kind of RPGs. I was more of a console based player. But yeah, these ones, they're really complicated. They're way too complicated for their own good, and it needs to, I don't know, it's just, you need to like spend so much time just trying to figuring out what to do, and then there's so many items and so many different things to do. It's very off-putting for the casual player. So yeah, Shiny in the Darkness I never got into either. One that I have sort of tried to get into, because it's a genre that I want to try and get into, this sort of first-person dungeon crawler RPG, is the one on the DS. The name escapes me now, but there's one on the DS that's supposed to be really good. I have the first one of it, and yeah, that's one I kind of want to play. But this one wasn't really impressed, and I won't be going out of my way to try and purchase it for a reasonable price, because there's no point, because I won't play it anymore. So yeah, so if you played Elminage Original and I'm missing out something here, am I missing something, and this game is actually the best game ever, let me know in the comment section below. So thanks for joining me, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for watching. See you again soon. Adios.